the channel, one of my most wanted X-Men figures is finally here, as we've got the 60th anniversary deluxe edition Marvel Legends Blob.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legend unboxing and review. And today we've got one of my most anticipated figures of 2023, as we've got the deluxe Marvel Legends X-Men 60th anniversary Blob figure. But for all your Blob figure needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your total order. Remember, that is in Canadian dollars. To you Americans, your dollar goes a little bit farther, the Canadian dollar. And they do have these in stock, as that is where I picked this bad boy up from. And I'm very excited, like I said, to get the Blob here, as I did not have the former version of the Blob, the Toy Biz Build-A-Figure. Not a huge fan of that era of Toy Biz. I know it's sacrilegious to some, but I just wasn't, so I wasn't collecting. But I've always wanted the Blob, and I'm happy to have this here today. The last Blob figure I had in my collection, I think, goes all the way back to the, 93, 94 X-Men series back then. That was the last Blob I had, so definitely needed this as part of my collection. Always fun building out teams, building out shelves, and he is a big part of that. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Big deluxe box here. It is, of course, plastic free, as we're accustomed to, but it is a nice big block box on him. Very, very cool. A little bit of weight to it as well, so that's always good to see. You got the Legends logo, got the nice background, got the Blob all mad and angry up there, and then you got the X-Men logo down low. Little glamour shot action right here, and then very old school artwork right there. Always looks really strange, those old school artworks sometimes. I mean, they definitely look, they have a special place, but they definitely look very dated. I think we'd all agree on that, but very cool, very iconic packaging, or I should say artwork right there. Marvel Legends. On the back, there he is, the old Blob. We get extra hands, get an extra head, got some jibber jabber down low. No blurb on this, none of that going on. That is unfortunate. I always do prefer a blurb. We got 60th anniversary on the top. But he is a big figure, over 8 inches, of course. Marvel's the Blob. But yeah, nothing to say, nothing to do on the back, which, like I said, is unfortunate. I miss the old blurbs. I love a good blurb, as you guys know. Pulling him out. Let's see what's going on. Maybe. Can I get this out? Holy cow. There goes some packs. There we go. There it is. Off to the side. See you later. Spider-Man style. Bam. See you later. And what do we got right here? We got the accessory pieces. There it is. Parchment paper. See you later. And then we're going to dig the Blob out of the big cardboard prison here. Maybe. Holy cow. The double cardboard. What are we doing? See you later. Off to the side. See you later. Off to the side. Goodbye. And then we get the Blob in the parchment paper prison. Yank him out, and we are ready to go. We're ready to get this unboxing off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. And let's start it off. Let's look at these extra hands we got here with the Blob. We got the big old Fist of Fury, and then we got a gripping hand. And we got the exact opposite on the Blob. So choose your own adventure. You want to mix and match. You want 2 fists. You want 2 open hands. Do what you want. But we got big old hulking hands, almost like Hulk. Probably not as big as Hulk's hands, but pretty close there. So we do have those hands. Then we get an extra head, and let's look at the heads on this Blob figure. Let's compare these. Boy, this guy is pretty cool, though. He's got a good weight to him, not overly heavy, but not super light. But just a good domineering stance on this guy, too. I mean, you're definitely going to notice him on the shelf compared to all your other characters that are going to be on the shelf with him. But you got a bit of a stoic face, I guess you would say. Obviously, a big pudgy face here. It is the Blob, after all. Nice little haircut here. It looks like he's took his mom's over to Great Clips or something, got his hair cut like this. A haircut you could set your watch to, some might say. But an interesting look, very stoic look, of course, but a big, big face, big old head on him. Second head, a little bit more personality, and most likely probably the head I'm going to use. He's got the screaming face going on. I should say both head sculpts also have some freckles going on the face against the orangish, brownish hair there. Looking really nice. It's funny, this head, he's screaming. It's a little, feels like it looks a little bit smaller than this head. But definitely a different hairdo on this. You got more buzzed around the side on this one, where he's got it kind of normal around the side. So a little bit of a different set, a different head here, of different, I guess, time frame, maybe at least different haircut time frame. For sure. And on the screaming one, he even has some veins sculpted in on the side of his head. So he's pretty mad. He's pretty angry. But both are good head sculpts. Both get the job done, if you ask me. Now we got the Blob here in hand. Let's see what's going on. See what all the fuss is about with this articulation. Definitely feels like a big boy. His arms go all the way around. Single jointed elbows, it looks like. Very tight elbows, but single jointed right there. You do get the side to side at the elbows, very Super 7-like in the articulation. Hands back and forth, side to side. Of course, hands are going to be removable. We do got these forearm guards right here, nice gold and kind of, I don't know, it's not necessarily black, it's not necessarily blue. It's somewhere in between. It's a hue in between is what that is, but those are sculpted on both sides, looking nice. Got kind of the freckles going on throughout the skin tone. He's got his big old leotard jumpsuit going on. Big old belly here, hard plastic, no pushing, no squishiness to it or anything like that. The gold up here on the shoulders as well. We talked about the heads, talked about the arm articulation. We do get a little hula hoop at the top, a little bit of hula hoop side to side. Obviously, the Blob is not going to be Spider-Man. He's not going to be doing some big old things, but he'll do a little bit of a split from time to time. Maybe you could do that Yokozuna drop, the bonsai drop if he needs to. But you got a little bit of movement there. You do get a big thigh cut, nice clean thigh cut that moves really well. Single jointed knees, not very tight on the knees, actually looser than I thought they would be, but still nice. No boot cut, no boot cut on here, but you do get the ankles back and forth side to side. I'm going to guess he doesn't need a stand because he's so big, he's got such big feet. He'll stand just fine, but we will do the ringside collectible test just for the heck of it. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Make sure you get the Mattel stands, but he does fit on those if need be. But boy, he is a big, beefy boy. Gonna fit really well on the shelf. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, you can put him with that. He could be by himself. There's a lot of ways you can go with the old Blob here. I'm just happy after many years of collecting, I can finally get a chance to get the Blob. And I know some people have said, oh, you know, the old Blob, I'm gonna keep it. I like that one better. Hey, whatever floats your boat out there, I do prefer this one, but that other one still looked good. As far as Toy Biz, and I said I'm not a big Toy Biz guy, if I could get a deal on that one back in the day, I would have picked that up because that still was a very good looking figure and a little bit different than this. A different take, and I like that the Marvel Legends team gave us a little bit different take with this one than instead of just rehashing that old one, keeping older fans happy, things like that. That does work for me. But a good looking Blob here. Be interested to see where he lands on the top 10 figures of 2023, as I was really anticipating this one, but will he hold a candle to all the others? I guess we'll have to stay tuned to the end of 2023 when we do that list. But let's compare him to some other big figures that we've talked about recently here on the channel. But here is one of my other most wanted figures, and we did finally get this one at the end of last year. It was the old Rhino. So now the Rhino, the Blob is here. A lot of people were waiting for that Strife figure. A lot of grails from the past. Mojo once again came back out. Spiral came back out. So they've really got the fan base, and we always say it here on the channel. If Hasbro, Mattel, whoever, NECA, if they see a fan base buying up and upselling things on eBay and things like that, they're going to say, well, there's money to be made here. Maybe we should re-release that. And I think that's kind of what happened with Rhino. That's what happened with Mojo and Spiral. Now it's happened here with Blob. And it's great for new collectors to get in the mix on some of these characters. And let's be honest, it's not a non-profit over there at old Hasbro. They want to get the money out of these guys. They want to make their new fans happy as well. So they're going to give them some of these deep cuts. And I would assume that'll continue over the years to come. So be prepared, is all I'm going to say. How about a little Diamond Select? I have this one clanking around the table right here. This is from AliExpress. It's one of those Juggernaut Diamond Selects, but they painted it like Captain America, so you can kind of see that size difference with a Diamond Select against a big Marvel Legends. Quite the difference right there. And then, of course, I just unboxed this on the channel recently. Rex 1 from the Turtles wave. Of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon edition from the NECA Haulathon, of course. So we got Rex 1 right there. And then a really big boy that really surprised me here is old Crocker. Don't call him Leatherhead, but we got him as well. So you can kind of see that size difference between these two. So some big figures in the comparison pile here today. I think this Blob will just be fine. He'll hold his own against all these guys, that is for sure. But very cool, very happy to get Blob after all this time. Happy to add him to my collection. Happy to add him to my shelf. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? You happy for this Blob? You looking forward to this Blob? Did you have the old Blob and retired it, or said, hey, I got that old Blob, I'm just going to hang on to that one and pass on this one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on Blob. And then don't forget to like this video. You made it this far, you might as well. Give it the old Hacksaw Jim Duggan thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to the YouTube channel right here. We got videos every single day, as you guys probably know by now. Got even more content. Yes, it's true, more content over on the Patreon channel. Get early access to videos like this, bonus content, Q&As, you name it. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Blob, I'm the Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.